Hi guys, how you doing on this lovely hot evening? My name is Crystal and gang stalking is relentless. You've heard the phone calls that I made to try and get some help. Well, next door is their children are darting about in this heat, and I'm well aware that the mother falls asleep and the children probably left to their own devices. So basically, the time. Alexa, what's the time?
The time is 11:40 p.m.
It's 20 to 12, and you've got a couple of kids next door banging the wall and running up and down in this heat, right? The other day, her children knocked on my door saying the mother was asleep. So she's probably fallen asleep, and they're running and darting about in this weather, which is absolutely, the heat is terrific, and they're running up and down. Jumping up and down, banging the wall. I've got no chance of going to bed right now. I'm just going to try and wait until it stops. Bear in mind that these children have probably got to go to school tomorrow, and it's getting on for 12 midnight. They use their animals and children against me. So if we go back to this evening, when it got to 10 to 7, the usual time that I take Max out for a walk, I asked Alexa what the temperature was, and it was like way up, like 29, 30, 31 degrees. And I thought, no, I'm not taking Max out in that. They started to get noisy next door. They've been noisy all day, so they start to irritate me because it's the time I'm supposed to walk my dog. So you've got this irritating noise going on, and during the day it gets hidden by the fans, the sound of the television, the radio, whatnot, and it blocks it out. But they started to get noisy because I didn't go out, and my mum has told me like to stay indoors, like I'm protecting my animals. So I reckon something's going on when I go out in the afternoon anyway. So I sat down and with my back to the wall, and there was a load of banging and what's it going on noise. And, I mean, kids running around in this intense heat, it's bad. That's bad. That's terrible. You think the mother would say sit down, like, because they've got to go to school tomorrow. They're just making noises against my wall, and if I like bang the wall back, the mother comes out screaming. She comes out screaming, shut the fuck up, down the corridor. So I don't do that anymore. I just have to sit here until these children go to bed, which is sometimes 2 and 3 in the morning. School week. So I played some games, I had some snacks, I made a cup of tea, and they're really irritating me. It's like this, I can't do it. The guy upstairs has got to get up for work at 5 o'clock in the morning. They're not irritating him, they're irritating me. If they're trying to get to him, they are irritating me as well. If it's meant for me, it really is irritating me. In this heat, nobody wants this. And that's the second set of neighbours this evening that has started on me. They started on me next door. They waited for me to go out, so I went out with Max. It was getting on for 9 o'clock, and I went outside, no problem, but they stalk and they watch and they see me go out. So I went on to the field roughly around 9 o'clock. See, I'm getting agitated. I'm trying to do this video and I'm just getting it like this against the wall. It is nearly 10 to 12, school-age children. The other night they were going up and down to the bin store, and I'm getting messages off of TikTok, which I'm going to show to you. This is all going to have to go to the police and housing. A mother letting her kids up at this time of night, running up and down in the heat. Alexa, what's the temperature?
At the moment, it's 22 degrees Celsius.
It's 22.
Tonight, you can expect a low of 17 degrees.
So it's 22 degrees. So we've got a black lad texting me at 1 minute past 11. I swear it's coming from there. Hey, how are you doing? And then you start getting a load of noise. Black lad. Young black man. 1 minute past 11. See, I've got to catalogue it and give it to the police and the housing. This has been going on for months. Then we get another guy called Patrick calling me dear, which is what Charlie called me. Private account called Patrick. They are banging the wall at nearly 12 midnight. What do I do? 12 midnight, banging the wall. Just banging it. Stamping up and down and banging it. What do you do? What do I do, guys? I mean, I've been awake since 5 a.m. this morning and I'm trying to go to bed at 12 o'clock and you've just got absolute load of noise going on. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? They are thumping around near my wall and my front door at nearly midnight. And it's all right, the housing is saying like, Crystal, put noise sheets. They're upsetting my dog. Max is, I'll just show you a small video of Max. He's trying to rest. He's trying to rest and they are just being ignorant. What is the mother doing? So I'll just show you a quick video of Max. He's trying to rest. You know, they're just keeping the pair of us awake all day long and all night as well. So I'll just play this video back. There's Max trying to sleep on the chair. We've got kids running up and down near my front. They're making noise near the front door. We're just sat down being quiet because that's what we are, and they're just trying to trigger me off. It's gang stalking, organised neighbour nuisance gang stalking. What can I do? So I let me finish what I was saying. I went out with Max at 9. I went onto the field. There was really nobody about at all, and you can imagine that I'd had a depressing day, stuck on my own, no luck with these companies that were supposed to help me. Just failing to help me like all my life, and victim support give me a number. That number tells me that's no use. They give me another number and she tells me I'm not old enough for them to help me, and she tells me to make a complaint about the police, which I've done numerous times. That's no use, and to give social services a call directly. Now, someone is instigating this, and I hope it's not a member of my family, because it's very childish. I'm a woman getting on for 60. It's grating me, grating my nerves, and it's affecting my mental health. And the person doing this to me is affecting my mental health. It doesn't mean that I'm suffering from mental health illness. It's like domestic violence. They cut on and on and on and on and on at you all the time. Like you're a piece of meat they can abuse, and you just get sick of it. So I went out with Max, yeah. They were making noise next door trying to get me out earlier, but I didn't go. I'm not going to abuse my dog just because they want a bit of entertainment or to get inside my flat and have a nosy around. There is a missing key. So I went around the fields all by myself on my own. The sun was going down and it was cooler, but it was still hot. There was one boy with a bare chest leaning against the railing, a young lad with a bare chest. I walked away from him, crossed over the field, and I walked downwards. And the guy upstairs' car was parked outside the travel lodge. I can't drive, I don't have a car, and I've never learnt to drive, so his car was parked outside the travel lodge. There was a parcel on one of the neighbours' doormats, a parcel. Next, you know the neighbours that have got that dog that makes a noise at me, and it's been recorded several times. Well, the neighbour to them had left a parcel next to those the neighbours with the dog. They'd left a parcel on the doorstep all day, and it stayed there all day, and it's next door to them with the dash hound. That's what I saw when I went out this evening. That parcel was still there from this afternoon, and it's next door to them. So when I came back from the field, I passed my neighbour's car that was parked outside the travel lodge, and I just smiled to myself. I wasn't angry in the slightest. I was very hot, very tired, and yes, I could do with some help. I'm getting older, and I'm being just left to cope with this savage bullying by the neighbours, and it is savage. So I walked down the road, past the neighbour's car, and my dad had heart problems, and noises like they're making would have given my dad heart problems. Luckily for me, I'm healthy in that respect. I suffer with my teeth, I suffer with a bit of bad breathing, but as far as I know, my heart is tickety-boo. So they keep making these loud noises, and sometimes you'll just be sat there and there'll be a massive loud noise like a doors were slamming off the hinges, a great big bang on the ceiling when you're in your bed and it wakes you up. Do you know what I mean? Like they're doing it on purpose to cause you harm. So I walked down the road, and them next door with the dash hounds just let their dog bark incessantly at me for minutes. And they didn't say fuck off. They didn't say fucking move. The bloke went, hey, hey. And I swear to God, I heard something like hey, And I didn't say anything. But it did upset me. It upset me because he knew that it was making a noise. He didn't call the dog away. He didn't stop it. He just let it incessantly bark at me and scare the fucking shit out of me because it's so fucking loud, and the dog looks like it's gonna like bite away at the balcony and come after you. It's horrible. And he went, hey, and he went back in. And I didn't say a word. I didn't shout up anything because they just want attention. They just want you to get cross. And I came into the building and I was angry. And I said something like, I went onto the balcony. I said, that's disgusting. Using your dogs to get at somebody is disgusting. And I said it on the balcony loud. I said it. It is disgusting. Using a dog to get at a neighbour because you don't like them. It's terrible noise. About 9:30 at night. And I was in a distressed state, and I thought, I'm not ringing that bloody Silver line again, because he said you can make 2 calls within 24 hours, just 2. And the only other place is the Samaritans. It's driving me absolutely doolally. I've got to get out of here. I'm just gonna lose my fucking rag with somebody. I'm getting no sleep, and they're just making constant noise. So I had a rant, I had a bit of a rant. They stayed inside their flat, they didn't come out. And I start settling down and trying to get ready for bed, and they start. By the way, I phoned my mother up because I needed someone to calm me down, because I was in a terrible agitated state after that dog barked so loud it made me jump out my skin when I was trying to get into the communal building door. So I phoned my mother up, and you know what my mother's like, she makes the situation worse. But I had a conversation without shouting, getting into a heated argument with my mum. I talked on the balcony, so I didn't care if anyone was hearing me. They was all making noise and being horrible to me anyway. And my mum said to me, well, I hope you get some sleep tonight. And as soon as I put the phone down, you get this against the wall, banging and moving up and down. And it's now nearly midnight, and I'm getting messages from black guys asking me how my day's been, how am I, which I'm cataloguing and recording, and in case I need to give it to the police and the housing. The only remedy is to get out of here and to make sure that I move into a property that hasn't got neighbours like this, which means, well, I don't know, but this is doing my head in. I can't sleep. When I get to sleep, one of them wakes me up, and then I'm supposed to be out. I'm not seeing my mum tomorrow, by the way. My mum and I had a call, and she's quite happy where she is on her own, and I'm quite happy here on my own when I'm left alone and not picked on and bullied. But those two next door, they're acting like a couple of children. It's absolutely unbelievable. I'm just doing nothing. I'm trying to explain to people what's gone on and where it's stemming from, and I'm telling the truth. And they shouldn't have done it. They shouldn't be doing it. They should be minding their own business. My life is nothing to do with them. I mean, someone is stalking me, following me about, and thinks that I'm their property, and I'm nothing to do with them. I don't know these people. I've lived here 5 years, and I've really hardly spoken to the next door neighbours, any of them. When they moved in next door and I tried to be friendly, you know what I mean? You can't win. You can't. And they're taking the piss out of what I look like, and I mean, I can't help it. I'm a victim of domestic violence. I've suffered a lot in my life, and I don't need this. And they're grown adults look like bullying children in the playground. I mean, it's absolutely, you would not Adam and Eve it. They are grown adults. It's not kids you're dealing with, it's adults. I mean, it's all right for them to walk out with their hairy legs in a pair of shorts, but as soon as I was wearing this t-shirt and some leggings. I don't know what's going on. There's something really underhand. There's something going on in the internet as well. And taking the piss out of Princess Diana when Diana's dead is absolutely ridiculous. And Princess Diana never ever, when she went outside, did she ever split her legs open and act like a slut? Did Princess Diana go around in a bra and pants and open her legs wide open? Because that's how Chelsea Leart is behaving, and she was blonde Chelsea Leah was blonde, wasn't she? And so was Princess Diana. And all Chelsea Leah is doing photographs with her boobs hanging out, her legs wide open. She's being very provocative and disgusting. And Princess Diana never behaved like that. I've never, ever seen footage of Princess Diana behaving like a slut and a slag. She was elegant, she was pretty. It's really upsetting me, this abuse of Princess Diana. It's really, really, really disgusting. And she didn't stuff her mouth full of food and burp either. When are these people going to get a life and grow up and leave someone that's dead to rest in peace? See you later.